Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/PettyRevenge. In today's episode, don't want to use headphones on the bus because you have kids? I'll sing a children's song. Embarrass my colleague? I'll embarrass you in front of all of yours. Let your kid play phone games on full brightness at the movie theater? Have fun watching through my work boots. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Don't want to use headphones on the bus because you have kids? I'll sing a children's song. This was a few years ago on a 13-hour Greyhound trip when I was in the middle of a mental breakdown. These people were listening to music loudly, and if that wasn't bad enough, it was just awful. It was the kind of rap where the only words you can understand are BCH and N*****R, and they were said frequently. It was driving me nuts, so I tried politely asking them to use headphones. They refused because they had kids based on the claim the kids needed entertained. So I told them to give the kids headphones. This led to me getting cussed out, which led to a heated argument. Another passenger started listening to music loudly just to troll me at this point. I tried to get the bus driver to enforce the rule that says headphones are required to listen to music on the bus. He threatened to dump me on the side of the road instead. I kind of hit my limit at that point and decided to share my misery with the whole bus. I said, okay. Since we're not enforcing the rules about not being noisy and using headphones, I'll just sing. Now, it should be noted that while I don't have the best voice, I am a trained vocalist from childhood. I can at least avoid sounding like a strangled cat. If I want to. I didn't want to. I launched into a very loud, hoarse, and off-key rendition of the song that never ends. It took one sing-through for the troll to put headphones in. It took a couple loops before the whole bus was screaming at the other passengers to either put in headphones or turn off their music so that I would shut up. We rode the rest of the way in blissful silence. Embarrass my colleague? I'll embarrass you in front of all of yours. I'm a photographer and I've been contracting for a school photo company for a few months at the start of each school year for a while now. This company sends out 2 photographers who work as a team, switching off each day, one for group class photos and the other on portraits. A few weeks ago, I was out at a school with one of my colleagues who is a highly competent photographer and makes a ton as one of our country's most sought after wedding photographers. Point is, she knows her shit. We had a 9th grade special ed class, the class for kids with ADHD and the ones who struggle in school because of home life, not the class for developmentally disabled students, come in with 2 teachers who both had bad attitudes like photo date is a total inconvenience and not worthy of taking seriously. Which sucks, because it doesn't help the students enjoy it or cooperate. So my colleague was on group pictures and got their photo all set up, teachers rolling their eyes the whole time. Then when she started taking pictures, she says, "Say cheese." Like she would with any other group. Different phrase of course in our language, but equivalent and as ubiquitous as cheese. In the US. Well, the teachers, Martin and Helly, both immediately start chewing my colleague out for being patronizing and belittling, as they believe saying cheese is only for children. They felt insulted on behalf of their students even. My colleague was crushed and embarrassed to be yelled at in front of the students. She's all in her head like, I've been having wedding parties say cheese for years, have I been offending people? Well, today I got sent out to the same school to take a staff photo. I get every teacher in the school set and take the first picture and yell, "Say cheese." Which the majority did with gusto, including those 2. Then I said, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I forgot, Martin and Helly don't like to say cheese, they're way too cool to say something so childish. Let's go with something more adult, everyone say whiskey so Martin and Helly aren't embarrassed." Those teachers get an array of looks from deeply annoyed with them to simply puzzled. Martin and Heli look properly ashamed. Then the whole group yells whiskey so Martin and Heli aren't embarrassed. Let your kid play phone games on full brightness at the movie theater? Have fun watching through my work boots. Watched the new Batman movie in the theater. Very rarely do I go to the theater. Lady sits next to me but sits her kid down in the chair next to me instead of herself. Wouldn't you want to be the buffer for a stranger? Anyway, she proceeds to let her child play phone games with the brightness almost all the way up. Here's the kicker, this is an expensive theater. Nice bucket seats and a wall in front of each row of chairs so you can't see the people below you. A little bit about myself, if I'm in public I'm wearing my Ariat work boots. Steel toe, large, has like a 1-inch heel. So let the revenge ensue. My boots hit that partition wall and basically don't come down for the entire film. Boot on boot, crossed so they take up even more space. Literally probably 1/4 of her perspective was my boots the whole movie. I shook them back and forth as if waiting with anxiety. Went to the restroom and came back and didn't put my boots back up. Waited about 3 minutes, right when she was thinking oh thank God he didn't put them back up, and boom, erase my boots. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.